Hello Ordway family, my name's Kelly. Welcome to our L.E.A.P Lesson 2, where we are learning new things, experiencing the arts, advancing our skills, and practicing as much as we can, because we know that during this time and all the time, the arts will enhance your life and enhance you as a person. Today, we are going to take our next step in our journaling. So in our first lesson, we started just a little bit to process how we're doing and then tried to create something from it. Did you do it? I did. Here's a peek at what I created. The goal wasn't to be perfect. The goal was to try to express ourselves and try something, and I hope that you had fun, and I hope that it was of use to you. I know it was good for me to think about how I was feeling and get my body moving and express myself in that way. Lesson 2 in our L.E.A.P series that we're working on is I want to take what we did a step further and make it a practice. During this time, which is really unique in our history for all of us, that we're all experiencing something together, I know that journaling is something that can really help all of us process, help us find the right questions, help us create something new. And so today we're going to take our journaling to another little step. For a journal, you can find an old notebook. That's what I did, that had a bunch of pages left. I just found an old notebook and I'm using the last part of that notebook. Or you can take scratch paper where the back is empty, cut that scratch paper up, staple it together, and you've got yourself a journal. Or I know my son, writing is not his strong suit. He has some struggles writing, so he just talks into his iPad. So if you have an iPad, if you have paper, if you have an old notebook, you can create a journal. How are you going to create yours? Be creative. Your journal itself can be a piece of art. Research shows us that journaling helps us to do a number of things. Helps us to manage our anxiety, to reduce stress, to focus our ideas, helps us to cope. We can prioritize our problems, our solutions, our fears. Journaling also helps us to not only keep track of what we've been learning, but to look at how we learned it so that we can continue to do that in the future. So there are no rules for journaling, but I'm going to give you a little tip that I've learned over the years about how I can journal and keep myself focused and really gain the most from it. So I split my journal into 3 columns, one big one and then 2 little ones off to the side. The first big one is just what I'm journaling, what I'm feeling today, right? So my free thoughts, what I write, I could draw in that space, just anything that I'm feeling that I want to get out. Again, not judging it, not trying to write perfect sentences or spell everything correctly, but just get out my thoughts so that I can process and look back and see how I was feeling. The second column, I call that to remember. These are the things that come into our mind that try to stop us from staying focused, right? So I have to remember to write that email to a friend, or I have to remember to clean my room or wash the dishes. Or, oh, I know we're out of milk, so the next time we get a chance to go to the store, I want to make sure I remember that. So in that column, I just put all of my to-dos. That way I can keep journaling and I don't get stuck thinking about those things and I remember them for later. So in my third column, I write down any art ideas that come to me while I'm journaling. Something I write might make me think of a song that I think could be a beautiful dance. Or something I write came out really smoothly and I think that could be lyrics to a poem or a song or the beginning of a story. So I write that down. Or I just get an idea. Like when I was journaling, preparing for this, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have everyone in our family draw a family portrait, and then we could put those together to remember this time. So I put those in the third column, all of my art ideas. That way I can keep journaling and stay focused on the thoughts and the processing I'm doing and still keep my to-dos and my brand new ideas alive for later when I can get back to those things. So step 1 was get yourself a journal. Step 2, get a process for how you journal. Mine was the 3 columns process. And then step 3, for today, we're just gonna do it. Just start. Get that journal, sit down somewhere a little bit quiet, or you can play music, or I like to just look out the window and have a comfy, cozy spot to sit in, and then start to write. It is important that we note this time in our life. It is unique, it is special, and as difficult as it might be, I know that your heart and your soul will benefit from writing something down, and I know that your creative self will find something in there that you can turn into art. Get that journaling going, have fun, and then share it with somebody. The challenge is alphabet stories. You send us an email at ordwayeducation@ordway.org and tell us one thing that you've learned or gained from this lesson, or a way that you're applying this to your life. Just 2 sentences or so, doesn't have to be much. Send us that email and then we'll write you back and we'll give you a letter. And then your challenge is to make a story from that letter. So maybe you'll get the letter Z, and the Z is the name of the character in your story, and they're always bummed out because they always have to sit at the back of the class because their letter is Z. What are they gonna do? Or maybe your letter is B and you start every sentence in your story with the letter B. I don't know, you're the creative one. You take that letter and then you create an alphabet story and you share it with us. What do you think? Art is everywhere. You can write it, you can draw it, you can move it, you can sing it, you can make it with music. Check out the lessons that we have. If you go on our YouTube page, there are playlists there so you can see the different styles that might appeal to you. But let's stay connected during this time. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, #Ordway Schooled, and share your art with us. We want to stay physically distanced, but artistically connected. We really appreciate you all. Take care.